everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with a super fun tag video that I just saw. I haven't really seen it going around that much, but I saw Piera do it. I will link her video down below, and I think she was tagged by a book blogger. I'm pretty sure it's been around before that, but I don't know the originator. If I can find it, I will link them down below as well. There's a ton of questions on this tag, and I'm currently looking at them on the book blogger's website. So it looks like there are 19 questions. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna read them off my phone because I don't have them on a computer or anything. And I have not, did not see all of Piera's answers yet because I didn't want to copy any answers and I wanted to just kind of give my own. I also didn't fully read through this whole list. I just found the list. So this is going to be completely true, unedited, off the cuff answers. And I'm not going to have any books pulled for this because I don't know what I'm going to say. So this is the I Dare You book tag. And the I Dare You book tag has a couple of rules. One, you must be honest. Two, you must answer all the questions, and you have to tag 4 people, which I will do down below in the description box. What book has been on my shelf the longest? For this, I'm going to go not with something on my TBR, but just what I've owned the longest. It's probably either some of my Lord of the Rings, definitely my Nancy Drews, but I don't have them on my shelf right now. I don't actually have my Lord of the Rings on the shelf right now either. So yeah, I mean, the oldest books that I have are probably Gone with the Wind is probably one of my oldest books. Also the Anne Rice Vampire Chronicles are some of my oldest books, and Lord of the Rings. What is my current read? My last book I read and the book I'll read next. So my current read is Difficult Women by Roxane Gay, and my last read was The School for Good and Evil by Soman Chinani, and my next read will be the second book of the School for Good and Evil series as soon as it gets to my door, because I can't wait. Or Saga Volume 4, which I'm also reading. So I'll probably just continue because I have Saga Volumes 4 and 5 waiting. So I'll read those. What book did I like that everybody else hated? I'm gonna just go ahead and say probably the Karen Marie Moning Fever series. I like it. I don't care. I'm trash for it. Also the Sookie Stackhouse series. Also the Hollow series. Like some of those like trashier, They Need a Blake Vampire Hunter series. Like some of those trashier adult fantasies, I'm fine with those. What book do I keep telling myself I'm gonna read, but I probably won't? I'm gonna say All the Light We Cannot See because I just am not feeling drawn to historical fiction at all. I know I've heard really good things about it, but I just have no desire to pick it up at all. Or The Luminaries. What book am I saving for retirement? I don't know. Maybe some of those, like maybe those books that I think I'm never gonna read. Maybe I'll read them when I'm older. Like maybe then I'll care or want to read something that long. Or maybe the Outlander series I'll save till then, because I also don't know when I'll ever pick that up. So maybe I'll just like wait and as an old woman have like Scottish Highlander dreams. Maybe I'll do that. Last page, read it first or wait till the end. You wait till the end, dude. You do not read that first. What kind of book heathen are you? Nobody does that. Number 7, acknowledgement, a waste of paper and ink or an interesting aside. I read them all the time. As an author, I read them because I know how terrifying they are to write because you want to get the wording right and just, I read them. So not a waste of paper. Which book character would I switch places with? It's a really good question. I don't know. Feyre? Maybe. I mean, she's got a lot of perks. I feel like she's badass. She's got powers. She's never like really in danger anymore. So like now Feyre, even if she's stuck with the douche tool, like I could handle it. Probably. Number 9, do I have a book that reminds me of something specific in my life? A time, a place, or a person? Yeah, sure. The Babysitter's Club and Nancy Drew remind me of my childhood. Also Frog and Toad. I have Harry Potter reminds me a lot of my sophomore year of college because that's when I found it and read the first 3 books. Hunger Games reminds me of going to the movies actually with my friends. So it's not like actually book related, but we read the books first. Lord of the Rings books, my friends and I all read, and then we would play Lord of the Rings Trivial Pursuit all the time for game night. That was a lot of fun. You had a ring. You had the one ring, and then the wraiths followed you. It's amazing. One Day by David Nichols reminded me of just a very unhealthy relationship I had, and it was too real, that book. And then I'm trying to think of other times where like books really stood out to me. I know I read the whole Twilight series like one winter as like a 20-something adult, and I just binge read them during a storm. I like read each one in a day during a snowstorm. The last Harry Potter I read on vacation in Georgia with my family. I remember that clearly. So yeah, a ton of them. Name a book that I acquired in an interesting way. I don't know if I've had any like crazy interesting. I mean, I've definitely been gifted books that were different. Finding God I got from my uncle for Christmas. That was a used book that he used to write sermons. And it was about finding God in like different things in fashion and in makeup and in beauty. He used it for a couple sermons, so it's like all marked up. I thought that was really cool, and I haven't read it yet because I'm not super religious, but I thought it was really cool that he gifted it to me regardless, knowing that it was a secondhand book he'd already marked up that he thought I might get something from. So I was actually really moved by that. So I'll say that because I'm not sure when I'll pick it up, but I just love that he gave it to me. 11, have you ever given a book away for a special reason to a special person? Yes. I gift books less frequently to adults, more frequently to children, and I think some of my favorite books I ever gifted have been for baby showers. I always give my favorite children's book with a little message to the baby or baby-to-be on the cover so that they know that Aunt Julie gave them a book. So I've done that for godchildren, for nieces, my nephew, and just baby showers in general. I like doing that instead of a card. Which book has been with me the most places? I'd have to say probably Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, because it came with me. I got it in Pennsylvania, took it with me to Georgia, traveled through all the states along the way, stopped at a hotel in like South Carolina as well, and then it's been with me at 2 of my different residences. So maybe that book. Any required reading that I hated in high school that wasn't so bad 2 years later? Nope. If I hated it in high school, I never reread it, so I don't. Used or brand new? I like either. I think that I'm kind of over the whole new thing. I'm fine with it used as long as it's in good condition. So I have no problem with that. I'm fine with used. Have you ever read a Dan Brown book? Yes, I have. I've read, I think all of them except for the most recent one. I think I read The Da Vinci Code, The Lost Symbol, and one other one. Was there another one? Anyway, I really, really like them. So I'm a fan. Have you ever seen a movie that I liked more than the book? No, not really. TV show, I like the Mortal Instruments TV show better than the book, but the movie was not better than the books, and I didn't like the book, so that's saying something. The Hobbit, maybe the Hobbit movies I like more than the book, because I did not like that book. 17, have you ever read a book that's made you hungry? Cookbooks included. No. Who is the person whose book advice you'll always take? I don't know. Booktubers. Just in general, I probably take booktubers' advice most to heart, but I don't think I take anybody's just blindly. And I don't have any like bookish friends where our tastes are similar enough that I just always like what they like. So I get it from a lot of different places. I don't trust any one person implicitly. 19, the last one. Is there a book out of your comfort zone, example, outside of your usual reading genre, that I ended up loving? Yes, Illuminae and Gemina was outside of my reading comfort zone. I really loved that one. Salt of the Sea by Rita Ebates, which I didn't think I was gonna like because that's historical fiction. It's not really my thing, but I liked it. I didn't really think that I was going to like graphic novels in general. I didn't think I was gonna like graphic novels. I ended up really liking them. The princess saves herself in this one. I kind of anticipated not liking because I didn't like Milk and Honey and they were so closely compared. I ended up really liking that one. So that was cool. The Serpent King by Jeff Sentner, I thought I wasn't going to like just because of the premise. I ended up really liking that one. So that was cool. And then the rest of the Lunar Chronicles I was surprised to like because I didn't like Cinder at all. So that was kind of surprising as well, but nothing like super crazy. Like I haven't found a horror book that I love. I haven't found a nonfiction book that I'm like absolutely obsessed with. There's always room to find some, right? But that has been the Dare You book tag. So I dare you to be super honest and answer these questions without looking at the questions beforehand and just going for it. If you want to do this, please, please do. I will tag 4 people officially down below because them's the rules and I don't want some kind of book curse hitting me. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this book tag. If you did, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video.